According to Microsoft, the disturbances experienced by Outlook and their cloud platform in early June were as a result of cyber attacks. During the beginning of June, Microsoft's primary Office suite experienced sporadic yet significant disturbances to its service. This included the OneDrive file-sharing application and the Outlook email service, as well as their cloud computing platform. A group of hacktivists claimed responsibility, stating that it perpetuated distributed denial-of-service attacks by inundating the sites with superfluous traffic. At first, Microsoft was hesitant to identify the root source of the problem. However, it has since come to light that the cause of the issue was due to DDoS attacks carried out by the relatively unknown entity. The giant in software has not provided much information at this time. It has also not addressed how many of its customers are affected and whether or not this impact is worldwide. A representative has verified that the group known as Anonymous Sudan is responsible for these attacks. The group itself claimed responsibility via its Telegram social media channel. Certain professionals in security research believe that this group is of Russian origin. In response to a request by the Associated Press, Microsoft released a blog post on Friday evening to explain the recent cyber attacks on their systems. The post was brief and offered limited specifics, stating that the attacks had caused only temporary disruptions to some services. Microsoft also disclosed that the attackers' primary objective was to cause widespread disruption and garner publicity. The attackers were believed to have utilized rented cloud infrastructure and virtual private networks to launch their assault on Microsoft servers. These attacks were carried out through botnets, which are groups of compromised computers worldwide that can be remotely controlled by the attackers. According to Microsoft, there is no indication that any customer data was accessed or put at risk of being compromised. According to security experts, DDoS attacks may seem like a mere inconvenience, as they render websites inaccessible without actually penetrating them. However, if these attacks were successful in disrupting the services of a software service giant such as Microsoft, which countless businesses rely on for global commerce, millions of people may experience work disruptions. The events that led to this particular outcome remain uncertain. According to Jake Williams, a well-known cybersecurity expert and former hacker for the National Security Agency, it is impossible to determine the extent of the damage caused by Microsoft's recent security breach without access to more detailed information. Williams has no prior knowledge of any large-scale attacks on Outlook. Williams has noted that certain resources were unavailable to certain individuals, while others had access to them. This occurrence is commonplace when dealing with DDoS attacks on distributed systems. Williams has also pointed out that Microsoft's reluctance to provide an impartial assessment of customer impact is likely due to the severity of the situation. The attackers who infiltrated Microsoft's systems have been given the moniker Storm 1359, a label the company assigns to groups whose identity is still being determined. Investigating cybersecurity breaches is a process that requires time and expertise, and even then, it can pose a significant challenge when the adversary is adept at their craft. Numerous hacking organizations with pro-Russian leanings, such as Killnet, which Mandiant, a cybersecurity firm, claims is connected to the Kremlin, have been relentlessly attacking the websites of Ukraine's allies with DDoS attacks. In October, a few airport sites in the United States were among those attacked. According to Alexander Leslie, an analyst for cybersecurity firm Recorded Future, it is doubtful that Anonymous Sudan is located in the African country of Sudan, as it claims. The group collaborates closely with Killnet and other pro-Kremlin organizations to disseminate pro-Russian propaganda and disinformation. The recent Microsoft incident has brought to light the significance of DDoS attacks, which, according to Edward Amoroso, NYU professor and CEO of TAG Cyber, is an unresolved issue that is often swept under the rug. Amoroso contends that the topic of DDoS attacks is often avoided altogether, despite its significance as a significant risk. According to his statement, the recent attack on Microsoft reveals a vulnerability in their security system, which can be attributed to a singular point of failure. To counteract these types of attacks, it is recommended to distribute services on a large scale, such as through a content distribution network, as this can provide a robust defense. To support our channel's growth and ensure broader awareness, kindly hit the like and subscribe buttons. This will help us reach more individuals and disseminate valuable information. Thank you in advance.